Hello Capricorn. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, it doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here we've got the lust or strength card. This is a lot of passion. That's a lot of, well, it's a lot of self-control and a lot of discipline too. So let's put this into some context and see what it might be telling us, okay? I think that really it's, we're getting caught up in this enthusiasm about something. Something feels really good. Something is really exciting us. Something is taking all of our attention. We feel really, really good about something. But I think that we need to, we also need to be aware, right? Because sometimes we can get so wrapped up in something, the tower too. We could get so excited about something, so caught up in the moment, so caught up in the enthusiasm that we cannot see when there's kind of danger lurking in front of us, right? I'm almost wondering why we don't see the Fool card here somewhere. There's still time, of course. And no Fool energy just yet. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We're just going to set it aside. We're going to put Alien Simon Mork Ripley right there on top. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. Okay. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. All right, let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition. Okay. All right, let's look around the room again here because we've got major, major, major. And this is Tower, the Moon, and the Hermit. Okay. So to me, what this feels like to me is that we are, there is some unexpected challenge, some unexpected almost danger, some sort of interruption coming. Something that you're really not looking at, right? Something that's kind of sneaking up on you. And I think it's going to, unless we kind of open our eyes and start to keep our head on a swivel, it's going to come at us in a way that's going to be very abrupt, and it's going to cause some interruption in whatever work you're doing, okay? Let's see what else we've got. We don't have any fire energy, right? What we've got is some good water. We've got quite a bit of air, a lot of air here and here. And we don't have any earth energies, right? So it's mostly the water and then the air that kind of, the air kind of interrupts the flow, right? Because we've got this good water energy, but then we've got this rather challenging air energy. So let's start at the beginning. Let's start with the lust or strength card. I think this is a lot of passion. I think you are a passionate person. I think that you have a lot of ambition. I think that you have a lot going on in your life right now that is really occupying your time, your attention, but it's making you feel alive, right? There's this zest, there's this robustness about life right now. And I feel like this is, it could be a business thing, I guess, but it almost feels like it's just everything, kind of, right? Maybe there's a romantic relationship. Maybe its work is going really well. Maybe your family life is going really well. I apologize for my voice. It's already giving out on me. Still getting over this bronchitis. I'll try to talk more softly. Anyway, there is this joy in life right now. There's this enthusiasm. I think you're really getting wrapped up in how good everything feels, right? Because it's something that you've been working toward, right? And you deserve to enjoy the life that you've built. But to me, this almost feels like there's a lack of awareness, because I think something is kind of creeping up on you. And I think what it is, well, it's this air energy for one thing. I think it's some sort of interference from someone, something very unexpected, right? Nothing that you could have planned for, right? So with that lust or strength card, we also have a Four of Swords. Four of Swords is kind of, we're not expecting any challenges, right? Everything seems stable and balanced, but it's kind of like we're not wanting to look at where these challenges might be coming from, right? Blissfully unaware a little bit with these two. But I think we're so wrapped up in how wonderful everything is right now that we're not really on guard against any sort of interference or interruptions, disruptions, any of these 1,000 little problems that could arise. Yeah. And we see that. I'm going to have to take a sip of my orange drink here. I thought my voice was getting better, but it's not. Anyway, the Six of Cups here in the previous kind of energy is telling me that this is in the last few months, things have really improved in your life. I think you started really making a lot of connections. Things started kind of falling into place. Yeah. Relationships, business deals, your creative work, your spiritual life. I think everything started really falling in place, and there's this harmony that's been established. Okay. And this is really good. And this, of course, has led to this kind of lust or strength, this robustness, this zest for life. But we have to open our eyes to some of these challenges that could be coming our way. And I feel like it is not anything that you could have planned for. We see sort of with this Nine of Swords that it has the potential to really kind of rain on your parade. Okay? This is beneath the surface. This is the Knight of Swords. A 9 and a Knight. And I think this is really things coming to an abrupt halt. It's a sudden, it's like you're just kind of, you're dancing through your day. It's a bright sunny day. Suddenly there's a storm. Out of nowhere, right? Nothing that you could have prepared for. That's the key here. It's not as if you failed to do something to prepare for this. You had no way of knowing that this was coming. I think it's coming in very quickly with this Knight of Swords. It could be interference by maybe an air sign person, okay? It could be an unexpected, it's almost like you buy a brand new car and you're driving and you feel great, you got the wind in your hair, you know. Suddenly a tire pops, suddenly a random part breaks and the car breaks down. You had no way of anticipating that. There's nothing that you could have done, right, to prepare for this. So that's why it's very important that we are paying attention. That way we can be sort of on alert that when we start to see the signs of this thing coming in, now this could be a person, like I said. It could be a random thing breaks down. It could be a random interruption, right? Or some part of this breaks. Could be a work thing, could be the family thing, whatever it is that you're working on. Wherever it is that you have all of your kind of focus right now, you know. And it feels like it is a random and unexpected part that just breaks. A part that you've never even heard of before. So we have to be on the lookout for this, because I really feel like it is has the potential to really rain on your parade. has the potential to really disrupt the smooth flow of this joyous time that you're having. Okay? For instance, this could be a work situation that it's now going very well. Right? Everything is just flawless. Yeah. But then there's that one unexpected problem. That one issue arises. That one person has to come and kind of throws a wrench in everything. Yeah. And it really is disrupting this smooth flow that we have. Now, this is the Tower energy. This is in the future position. And this is one kind of outcome. And it's kind of saying if we are just closed off, if we're not paying attention, we're going to step right into this tower. Okay. But I think we can avoid this. And the way that we do that, it seems like we start paying attention. We've got now we got the Ace of Swords over here in the position of the difficulty, the obstacle, right? It's hard for us to really be prepared for anything when we don't really know what to expect. You know? We've, I think, tried to prepare for everything. We've tried to plan for every kind of variable. We have contingent, we have a plan B, we've got everything kind of as good as we can. But there's still that kind of, that infinite and unknown factor that can disturb everything. And there's no real way to plan for that. But what we can do is try to be perceptive enough to see the warning signs, right? That we can kind of see when this thing's getting close, and then we can figure out how to respond to it, okay? Now we're going to switch over to the path of the serpent. And as I do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. And leave me a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. So now we're right back to this 10 of Cups, which to me is an extension of the 6 of Cups plus this Lust or Strength card. Now with the Lust or Strength card, it's kind of like, you know, we're so wrapped up in everything that's going right that we're not really paying attention to what things could be going wrong in the next few days, right? We're being kind of carried away with this enthusiasm. And that to me is really kind of a 10 of Cups thing. It's just so much of this joy that there's really no room. It's almost as if this is perfect. There's no room for anything to go wrong here. You know, this is bliss. This is, and I think since we've got that 4 of Swords, this is blissfully unaware. Things are so good right now that there's no possibility that anything could go wrong. I'm untouchable right now. But what we see with the next card, this Moon card, is that we can never be 100% certain. You know, this is the card that says, yeah, the sun will probably rise tomorrow. We can be 99.9% sure that the sun will rise sometime in the next 24 hours. But we cannot be absolutely 100% sure. So as good as this Lust or Strength energy feels, as excited and as vibrant and as vital as we feel, we have to understand that anything could go wrong at any minute, right? Because we can't be 100% sure. Even if we're 99.9% sure that everything will be fine and perfect, there's still a chance that something could go wrong. So there has to be a little bit of an opening in this 10 of Cups. We can enjoy the life that we have right now, but let's also be keen enough and discerning enough to notice what's going on around us so that we can respond to challenges as soon as we can. Obviously, before we step on the landmine, right? Before we get to that tower. And we do that, I think, by remembering that nothing is guaranteed. There are no certainties. Yeah. That everything beyond this present moment is darkness. We don't know what's going to happen. I don't know right now, even filming this. I don't know what's going to happen in 5 seconds from now. You know, I have a pretty good idea, you know, but any random thing could happen. One of these lights could burn out. The power could go out in the studio, right? And that's just kind of those are the problems that we could expect at some point. Eventually there's going to be a power outage. Eventually one of these lights are going to burn out. That's something we can sort of anticipate, but you never know when it's going to happen. There are so many more things that could happen that we can't even imagine right now. Okay? And that, I think, is the point of all of this, because we don't know, but I feel like it might have to do with an air sign person. Capricorn, we've been getting a lot of kind of air energy interfering in your readings for the last year or so, I would say. Happens every few readings, right? Maybe every 2 or 3 readings we'll get some air person that's kind of throwing that wrench into things. Yeah. So the Ace of Swords in this position, this is kind of the position we don't want. And this might be the illusion of the absolute certainty. This is kind of the card that says, I know everything. I know exactly what's going to happen moment to moment. Nothing can surprise me. Nothing can affect me because I have this enlightened mind and I know everything that's taking place. We don't want this card. Right? Every card has light and shadow. This might be a little bit of presumptuousness. This might be a little bit of that attitude like, things are so good, I'm untouchable. Things are flawless. And it can't be interfered with. Nothing can pull us down from this cloud. Right? We've got to be careful with this. Because we do want that kind of certainty. We want that kind of confidence. But we don't want to be caught unaware with a tower moment. Okay? So we have to prepare ourselves for what's coming. However, like I said, we can't really prepare for it because we don't know exactly what it is. It's any number of infinite variables. Okay? So the final card we have is the Hermit. The Hermit really does what it can to prepare for any kind of weather. Tries to protect itself from the unexpected and the unknown. It's kind of like we, in a very general way, try to protect ourselves. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we have this fundamental protection that whatever it is, as bad as it might get, I'm going to be okay. And I'll be able to respond to this and fix it. That I'm not going to lose my cool, right? We've got the 9 of Wands, or the 9 of Swords, the Tower energy. We don't have any Wands. I'm hoping we get some fire energy with the Mystery card. Because I feel like we need the fire to kind of, as our responding energy. No matter what comes at us, I can adapt and I can overcome. Yeah. The Hermit is kind of protecting itself from anything that may come its way, right? Ready to adapt, ready to throw off the cloak and, tackle head on whatever's coming. Okay. But the Hermit on the other side of things could be so protective that it withdraws from life. We don't want that either, right? We want to protect ourselves. We want to anticipate the worst, right? Be ready for anything that comes our way, but not at the expense of our joy and happiness and pleasure. We can be fully enthusiastic, fully in this good life, and still be prepared and ready for whatever comes. Because we don't want the Hermit energy to say, well, the best way to protect ourselves from life is to withdraw from life. Stay shut up in our rooms, stay inside of our tower, The best way to protect yourself from what's outside, don't go outside, right? But we don't want that. So we have to be careful with the Hermit. Now I'd like to look at the Mystery card. Let's see what is. I would like some fire energy. showing that we can be conscious and aware and adaptable to whatever is coming, right? Whatever difficulties are coming our way, we can adapt and overcome. Yeah. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments, okay? I'm thinking fire energy. Well, it is fire energy because it's the Knight of Swords, fire of air, right? And maybe this is good, fire of air. It's the same energy we have here, down at the bottom, the Knight of Swords. Both of these cards, same card. This one was the problem itself, coming in, like random, unexpected, out of the blue, out of nowhere. Suddenly there's this problem, this issue. Something broke, something is interfering, right? And now as the bonus card, as the mystery card, we get the same energy again. So this is telling me that whatever comes, we can match it. Whatever is happening, we can't predict what it is. But once we see it, boom, we know exactly what energy to put forward. We adapt perfectly to the situation and we respond flawlessly. So we don't reach the tower. That we can continue enjoying what we've built, the life that we have. I think this is a very good confirmation card. It shows the adaptability. It shows that you're able to perceive the challenge and know exactly how to respond to it to overcome it. You've matched that energy exactly. Yeah, and that to me is very positive. Very, very positive. Now we're going to do an extended reading. If you would like to stick around for that, click either above or below in the video description. New readings for Capricorn every Thursday and Sunday, but I'm here every day, rain or shine, voice or no voice. So just come back and see me again tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. I really do enjoy hearing from you. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.